Obviously, we've been very successful with Mojo, and Mojo was always about the phone. In other words, your music was to be stored on the phone, you would.
欢迎大家来到这个地方哦。那么前一阵子他们有推出这个 Mojo 这个小的东西，我想各位可能熟悉。他说这个东西非常的成功啊，因为他们很简单的，你可以从你的手机上啊连接之后听到更好听的一个音乐啊，就是说它等于是个小型的耳廓。
But we found that many people were using players and stacking them with Mojo. They were using players from AKM and many other companies.
好，那么现在很流行一种音乐播放器啊，因为最了解了哈。他说很多人因为嫌的音乐播放器声音可能还不够，所以他就连接这个 Mojo 套起来一起用。那套起来一起用的话，就变成他身上就挂两个东西在身上，那显得就是很累赘了哈，会这样。
And we asked a few of the guys why they did this, and they liked everything all in one block, and they were a little bit unhappy about having a cable going to their phone to be able to play their music.
那这里面就发生几个问题，一个你随身携带的东西，如果要2件或3件才能套在一起听，虽然声音很好，我刚才讲过就有点累赘，不止累赘，你还要拉一些线，哦，那个线的不管你怎么弄，总是觉得很多余，啊，有这个问题存在。
So it got
一个，因为 Mojo 它只是一个耳廓嘛，哦，有没有办法我做一个播放器，音乐的播放器，我直接就套在这 Mojo 上面用，一套上去之后，它变成是一个器材，那使用上就会方便很多了。
But when we looked at the practicality of that, we realized that if we had to control the player, the screen on the player would be rather small.
那么另一方面，我们在用这个随身音乐播放器的时候，它上面都有一个小萤幕啊，哈，可是小萤幕啊实在是很小，看起来很不方便。
So as an idea, it occurred to me, why can't we actually link a small player and have all of its information come up onto a phone?
然后在想，phone 就是手机，每个人一定有的，而且萤幕都这么大，那我们有没有办法把一些我们在播放音乐的时候所需要的相关资讯，能够连接到我们的手机上，我们用手机来看这个资讯，就比原来的看那个小萤幕要方便多了。
It occurred to me that everyone around the world now has a smartphone. Anyone who is anyone. There may be a few farmers in China that don't have smartphones, but they're the rarity. I would say that everyone now has a smartphone, and therefore, if we could throw all of the information from the player up to the smartphone, which obviously has the best interface in the world. Smartphones are amazing pieces of technology. So by throwing all the information, casting it up to the phone, it means, providing we can do it fast enough, it means that we can control everything. And of course, to make that link, we had to use Wi-Fi, and that enabled us to do many other things as well with the new product called Poly.
那这样的话，就是说，那何不干脆我们把音乐播放器的所有的 information 传送到你的手机上，然后你用手机的萤幕，你就可以看到你的音乐播放器上面这些音乐。那你直接在操作手机的时候，你就可以听到你喜欢的音乐。而且有一个很重要的一点就是说，速度要快啊！你不能说这边选曲选了之后，等了3秒钟我才听得到，那速度就可能太慢。所以它不但要能够连接，而且速度还要快。
So by doing this, it really does free you because everyone has a phone in their hand. You don't actually have to bring out, if you're listening to music, some people would have taken a player along and they would bring out the player and they would have to use the operating system on the player, which is probably a 10 or 15-year-old operating system, rather clunky, rather slow. So by having this design, Poly and Mojo together, you get the perfect sound from Mojo. You get amazing functionality with Poly that you just can slip in your pocket. You have a pair of earphones, and then but all of the information is on your phone, and it frees you totally. You can pair to it. You can your music does not have to be tied to the player even. If you go to an office where you have a NAS drive, you can just pair with the NAS and listen to 20,000 tracks. It just frees everything up. So that was the basic concept.
那么，因为它这个套上去的东西叫做 Poly，P-O-L-Y 的上去之后，他说，因为它上面没有荧幕，荧幕变成在你手机上，所以实际上你可以放在口袋里，啊，那这样的话也会轻松很多，因为你从你的手机上就可以选择你要听的音乐，那同时你这个手机还可以做其他的用途。那如果一旦你回到家或进到办公室的时候，它的系统还可以经过 WiFi 系统去跟你的所谓的网络硬碟那个 NAS 去连接起来。如果你的 NAS 上面有2万条歌的话，那你随时都可以选听这2万条歌的其中一首，完全不需要连线，等于它是一个很迷你的一个 WiFi 的一个音乐播放器这样的一个状况。Okay.
So with Poly, you can AirPlay to it from an iPhone, or you can Google Cast from an Android phone. It just means that everything becomes more fluid, and it frees you up totally.
那基本上用这个 Poly 加上 Mojo 的这个组合之后，你的自由度增加很多。就算你的音乐是藏在你的 iPhone 里面，或者藏在你的 Android 的手机里面的时候，它也可以一样传送到你的这个Poly 里面，然后直接经过你的 Mojo 来驱动你的耳机，可以得到最好听的声音。
Okay. Now, later on, I'll be running some demonstrations, and you can just see how fast it is and how easy to use. But I'll just run a little video now, just to give you a sense of what
他说
Poly is.
那边就有一个 Poly 跟 Mojo 的组合在那边，可以用那个 iPhone 来控制的，所以你那边有耳机啊，你可以马上听一下，它反应很快的。它不会说你选的音乐等了很久才听到声音，不会这个样子。
And we also have 6 use case videos that we can look at at some later stage as well. So how to use Poly. Okay, all right. Okay.
Move out of the way of the screen.
I will. Thank you.
哦，这打套，那最好了，还在听。
I'd just like to say that in order to bring poly to market, the technology is very high. It would have been easy to make a poly large, but to make it small has been very difficult because it's a 10-layer circuit board, very high level, multiple port, multi-core processors, and the software is very clever in that it turns various functions on and off to make it work very fast, but nevertheless not use too much power. That's why there's a 9-hour battery life. So that's poly. Okay, thank you. And we're just about going into production at this moment. So we're finally there. Thank you.
他讲的长了一点，不过我大概知道他讲什么啊。他这个 poly 啊很小，因为他原来的 module 就比较大，所以他必须要把这个 poly 做得很小，不能搞得太大。可是它功能要增加这么多，他刚才影片上有看，有蓝牙，有 SD 卡插槽，因为你的音乐可以插在 SD 卡上面，去节省你手机上的空间，因为音乐很占空间，尤其是无压缩的音乐很占空间。他说你可以把音乐装在你的 SD 卡里面，插在上面也可以。那它可以变成跟你家的 WiFi NAS 连接起来，那也可以 AirPlay， 也可以用 Android 的那个 2.4G 的那个无线传送，都可以。然后他为了要把这么多的电路，要省电，所以他就要用最小的零件，把它浓缩到最小的空间里面。那片薄薄的电路板，10层的电路板，它10层的电路板，这薄薄一片是10层电路板在里面，那它这个电路板上面没有焊零件的，它只是给你做个示范。这个电路板两面零件一焊上去，就是它拥有刚才这么多的一个功能。更重要的一点就是说，它还可以搞成多房间系统，因为你可以用2台 module 装不同的 poly， 然后可以命名 poly 1、poly 2， 这样子的话，它就可以做区分，你就可以变成就是说，可以区分开来，哪一台是哪一台，是这样子的一个状况。那手机在有 WiFi 的环境里面，应该它的手机可以用 WiFi 来控制它。在外面没有 WiFi 的环境里面，我们可以用另外一种技术叫 Direct WiFi， 它也可以用无线来控制。在这种情况下，它的方便性基本上就可以等于是一台很高级的家用的桌上型的大的所谓的数位流的音乐播放器。这个能力，它把它缩到这么小，它把它缩到这么小，这是它这个产品的一个最重要的一个特征的，这个特征。OK。how this is next?
Is there anything else you'd like to add about poly?
No, I think just the main thing is that come and see the demonstrations. You'll be impressed, I think. Thank you.